Please come in. You're right on time. The door only opens when the clock strikes midnight. Georgia and Hannah are preparing to broadcast from the belfry. Just like this old bell tower, they have many stories to tell. Some old and some new. Follow me up these stairs, but mind your step. Ah, they're waiting for you.
What do you want?
It's 4:30
It's 4:33
on Saturday,
It's fucking September 21st.
21st.
We're sitting in my car, blasting the air conditioning and eating eating macaroni and cheese. I just dropped my fork.
I'm drinking Mothman blood lemonade.
It's so good. No,
Okay.
it's so good. Like this lemonade is probably. No, I was gonna say it's my favorite part of the day, but I think that mango ice, the shaved ice, is so good.
That mango ice was good.
Yeah.
We are hot. And
We've had a very long day, but it's been pretty.
we arrived at 8:30.
Yeah.
And the first thing we did was stand in line for, an hour and
Yeah, it was like an
45
hour.
minutes, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, around there to get tickets to the haunted hayride, which we'll be going to go do here soon-ish.
Then we walked around,
Bought some stuff.
bought some stuff,
Bought
ate
some
some
more stuff.
food, ate some more food. Oh, yeah. Oh, they have cookies and shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought they were fries, but I guess I was wrong. Whatever.
Beans and cornbread. Mmm. Oh, you can get a hot dog there,
Oh, now
too.
you like corn things?
I don't like corn dogs. I like
Ugh.
cornbread. I like hot dogs. I don't like corn dogs.
Crazy. We learned about Mothman. We went to the Mothman Museum. Stood in line for an hour.
Last night we watched the BuzzFeed Unsolved episode of Mothman, which is always a classic. It's probably like the 6th time I've watched it.
That was really good. Watched them
I am-
devour a Mothman pizza.
I am a Shaniac, I will say. Ryan can fuck off.
Man.
Are you a Ryan stan?
No, I don't
Oh, okay.
prefer either of them because I'm not.
Infested?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. What else?
I bought 2 t-shirts. I bought a magnet. I bought a fan, a little handheld fan that's
Oh,
currently
good.
charging.
It's
Boy,
really
howdy,
hot.
did it kind of save my skin quite a couple times when I was like, oh, so hot. I can't handle this. Turn my fan on.
I got some more squonk sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Not for me. I did get a shirt and a magnet. What else did I get? Oh, I got a Christmas tree ornament.
And it's of Mothman.
Mm-hmm. It's a Christmas
Like,
sweater.
Yeah, on a Christmas sweater. It was like laser engraved on some piece of wood, which is kind of cool.
It's very queer here.
Oh my god, it's so queer. Well, Mothman is a gay icon.
Mothman is by icon.
Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this.
I'm so close to finishing this,
It's
and I
so
don't even
much.
care.
Well, it's like cooling down quite a bit for me, and it's, becoming difficult to consume.
It's gotta take bigger mouthfuls.
Yeah! Mothman!
Yeah, and last night we walked around the Ridges
Hell yeah, we did.
in Athens, Ohio, which is supposed to be super haunted. We saw a mannequin in a window, most likely.
That was honestly really scary.
And then we were stalked by 2 deer, which we saw last night, and then again this morning. Absolutely no chance that they're different deer whatsoever. That would be ridiculous. They're totally the same deer.
No.
We
didn't get killed.
We didn't get killed in our hotel room, which is astounding. Nor did anyone attempt to break in. which is also astounding
Uh-huh.
based on how the door looks.
I know. I think everyone was just too pooped at that hotel. It's all like a bunch of construction dudes kind of thing.
They were tree experts.
Yeah.
It was the ass plunkers. Ass plunders.
What?
Ass plunderers. The company's called like Ass Blund or something.
Man, I wasn't paying that much attention.
I've seen them before. They're all over Washington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think anywhere where there's like big tree work and like logging stuff and that kind of thing.
It's been a great time. Hot. You know, and sunburnt for sure, but it's been great.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on my TED Talk. George's TED Talk.
Bye. Okay.
Okay.
Also, if Aaron fucking Hansen can do what he does with a mouthful of fucking bullshit, then I can do it for 2 seconds.
I think the stark difference is that he pays someone to do the editing for him.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't get paid at all.
Oh, we sure don't. But if you want to give us money, you can click on a button in the episode description. Or, just Venmo us.
Sure.
It is Christmas, almost. Don't you want to buy us Christmas gifts?
Oh my god.
Okay. I haven't had any caffeine today. Maybe that's my problem.
That is insane. Yeah, that's probably why you have a headache.
That's not true. When I got home, I just drank some deep Pep Base straight from the bottle.
Mm.
But I definitely didn't have any coffee this morning. Oh. Okay. Oh, there she goes. All right. Bye, Squid. It's 1966.
Mm-hmm.
You're digging a grave with your bud.
I'm digging a grave?
Yep.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, you see something massive fly between the trees overhead. The size of a man with abnormally large wings. What do you do?
Shit my pants.
Yeah,
That's what
fair.
I would do. Point, scream,
Oh, like that.
jump in the grave. Be like, oh my god.
Fill it back in real quick
Yeah.
from the inside. Well, none of the reports I found actually described what they did. So maybe they did all of those things. I don't know. But everyone is so eager to talk about what happened 3 days later on November 15th in Point Pleasant. So the first, I fucked up my notes. That's okay. The Gravedigger sighting is the first recorded Mothman sighting, but it didn't come out until after the infamous first reporting, which is of course 2 couples out by ye old TNT area. I think that's what they call it. I don't know.
I
the old
genuinely don't remember.
munitions supply area out in the woods. And yeah, the 2 couples reported seeing a gray creature with wings spanning about 10 feet, bright red eyes, standing about 7 feet tall in front of the car they were all sitting in. They said the creature followed the car to the outskirts of town before disappearing into the field. And they said it flew really fast, but it was a clumsy runner. Same. I don't know. 8 more sightings were reported within 3 days. So on November 18th, 6 days after the Gravedigger incident, 2 volunteer firefighters saw a very large bird with large red eyes. One guy who said he suspects the sightings have something to do with his missing dog Bandit, who went missing after he chased something with red eyes into a field while the guy was investigating what was causing interference on his TV. I mean, it was the 60s. That was probably his first problem, I would guess. And then Marcella Bennett is one of the more well-known reports. So after she was visiting some family and she was walking back out to her car with her brother and his wife and her 2-year-old daughter. I'm just going to
Mhm.
read this part directly. That's when they spotted some strange lights in the sky that hovered above the trees. Raymond, the brother, stopped when he got to the bottom of the steps. He tried to get Marcella's attention. She told him that she didn't want to see any lights, and he said, "No, stop, you've got to look at this. It isn't a plane." She
Isn't a
ignored
plane.
him and began walking to the car carrying her daughter. Suddenly, a figure stirred in the darkness behind the parked car.
Not a
Ah!
figure.
She saw the
Oh,
She saw the creature out of the corner of her eyes as she was unlocking the car door. She first saw a man's legs that looked like they were covered in gray feathers. She did not see any feet. The wings were drawn in toward this body. The head was tilted sideways.
oh, gross.
Uh,
Thanks. Thanks for the visual.
it looked like a bird, but was too big to be a bird. Standing only a few feet away from her was a giant man bird, its head shrunken into the shoulder area.
Yucky.
She saw no red eyes, but later said that she might have been too frightened to notice. Marcella described the creature as over 6 feet tall with feathers. It just looked like a giant bird, but yet a man. And it was standing with its shoulders arched and its neck down. I don't know what that means.
Shoulders arched, neck down. Like, you know how like a vulture kind of is?
Ooh, like a yeah.
Like with the, yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad there's no video. Well, I'm glad there's no video of this that will be released.
We can only see each other.
She was terrified but unable to run. She said, "I just stood there and looked at it, but I couldn't figure out what it was that I was seeing." Her brother saw it would but wouldn't come towards where it was, so he and his wife were both very frightened. He kept yelling at Marcella to run, but she was paralyzed by fear. When she finally managed to turn around, she took maybe 4 steps toward the house before falling to the ground in a state of shock on top of her daughter, her 2-year-old daughter.
Hmm.
She was unable to get up as if in a trance. I just couldn't do what my mind wanted me to do. Marcella had heard the flapping of the wings. She was trying to run, and after pulling herself together, she picked up her child and ran to the house. Raymond and his wife were waiting on the steps, and Raymond heard the creature once again flap its wings as Marcella reached them. So they locked themselves in the house, and Mothman is shuffling around on the porch, trying to open the door, peeping in windows.
Being like, hey guys, let's hang
Yeah,
out.
I just want to hang out. They've called the
What are you
cops.
doing there?
Why don't you want to hang out with me? Could I come in? I bet you guys have cocoa. Can I have some cocoa?
Some cocoa, some
Got
hot chocolate.
You got all these lamps. I just want to touch your lamps.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my.
love lamp.
Um, Squid scared the shit out of me. Okay, they've called the cops, but it takes like 15 or 20 minutes for them to arrive, and by that time, Mothman has gone. And
Oh
they
my God.
took the report, searched the area with their, their imaginary their pew pews appeared in their hands, as we've established
As
that
we have
all Americans
established,
do.
all of us. Yep.
And they took it really seriously because Marcella's knees were all scraped up, and I think she had some
Mm.
other injuries from falling. Okay, then fast forward to November 27th, 1966. Connie Carpenter is 18. She's driving home from church and she sees what she describes as a large man in gray standing on the golf course when suddenly 10-foot wings unfolded and he headed towards the car. Those eyes, they were very red, and once they were fixed on me, I couldn't take my own eyes off them. It's a wonder I didn't have a wreck. She needed medical attention after her sighting for something called conjunctivitis. Jesus Christ.
League conjunctivitis.
Klieg, I think Klieg. So
Wow.
her eyes were red, itchy, swollen, and watery for 2 weeks after.
Good
So I was
Lord.
like, how is this different from straight up pink eye? So I did a little
Uh,
goog,
a big fat goog.
did a goog, and apparently the version she got is called by UV damage and
Oh,
is common with the use of what are called Klieg lights, which are like the big lights that would be used in like theater or film. You know, the ones that have like the
Hmm.
flaps around them,
Yeah.
those lights. So
Damn.
that's interesting,
Damn.
especially when you
And she
think
had it like
about,
right in front of her or affected her somehow. That's
yeah,
crazy.
like just after she saw Mothman, she had this type of damage to her eyes,
Oh boy.
which Mothman loves lamp, so
Mothman do love lamp.
maybe Mothman have Klieg lamp radiation.
Maybe. For the longest time, I had this reaction image that was just uh like a really fuzzy moth. Like so fuzzy that it looked like a buff moth.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
And it had like the black, you know, the old memes, like the demotivational
Yeah.
things that it has like the big thick black border, and at the bottom is like the text in that one font. It just said lamp, but over the A were like the two dots, like an umlaut.
Oh yeah. Lamp.
Lamp. And I would just send that as a reaction. Like people would text me or whatever, and I'd just be like, lamp.
That's
Anyway,
why I heard Milo in the background.
yeah, he's loud.
Then, the most infamous event related to Mothman, December 15th, 1967, about a year after he quote unquote arrived,
Quote unquote came
since he came.
since the Mothman came.
There is a bridge connecting Point Pleasant to Ohio across the Ohio River.
Is
Shocker.
there?
Not anymore. Yeah, there is still. Just kidding. This bridge was built in 1928 when cars didn't weigh as much as they do now, and there were a lot less regulatory procedures to keep infrastructure in check. A bar cracked, which led to a chain snapping, which led to 46 fatalities, either crushed or drowned. Um, it was a suspension bridge, I guess I should clarify. And it collapsed into the river. Now, because this was the second big news story to come out of this like little town, I mean, Point Pleasant is really tiny.
It's very small, yeah.
And so these two big news stories came out of this little town in, the space of essentially a year, 13 months. People started to connect the two. And then a guy named John Keel went a step further and connected these two events with some UFO sightings. And that's when he wrote the book Mothman Prophecies.
Hell yeah.
And people have been on board ever since, especially people who are into conspiracy theories, UFOs, paranormal. Mothman Prophecies is, of course, probably what most people are familiar with. Richard
Mm-hmm.
Gere
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Deborah Messing, hello, and Laura Linney.
Mm-hmm.
What a cast. But the movie coming out in '02 apparently revived the idea of Mothman and especially the belief that he's a harbinger of doom. Some people think that sightings of him can be connected to Chernobyl's nuclear disaster in 1986, the 2009 outbreak of swine flu, H1N1,
Mm-hmm.
and the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster in Japan.
And probably COVID.
Probably COVID, yeah.
You know,
I
moths, bats, whatever.
Yeah, true.
Same
The
thing.
Yeah. Pigs, bats, birds, whatever.
They're all creatures.
I mean, bats probably eat moths.
Oh, maybe. I
Anyway,
bet. Anyway,
birds probably eat moths.
that is true.
Uh, hold on.
Hold on a second.
Let me get my red
I'm,
string out.
I'm connecting the dots. I'm
Uh,
there. I'm in. I've accessed
I'm
that
in.
matrix.
It's just the one meme. The fuck, what's her name? The math, the numbers, the math meme.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
know what you mean, yeah. the like equations all around
Yep.
her and like the Pythagorean theorem and shit like
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Can't even remember what show that's from anymore, but yeah, that one.
Remember. But you put it as a meme in your
I sure did.
presentation.
And my emergency plan. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you sure did.
Uh, it's because I make that face a lot.
Yeah.
So the most popular explanation is that Mothman is actually a sandhill crane, which can be as tall as an adult person and has wingspans of at least 7 feet and has bare reddish flesh around its eyes. It's disgusting.
But that's lame.
Yeah. So it's possible, according to like some West Virginia University wildlife biologists, that one of them deviated from its migration route and people
Hmm.
like weren't used to seeing sandhill cranes in the area, so they didn't really know what it was when they did see it. Or that it also could have been deformed because if it made a home in the TNT area where World War II munitions were manufactured, there could have been like toxic seepage into the ground that had already affected, a nearby wildlife preserve, and then, but that's a whole theory. And then I feel like other deformed animals would have been documented from the area. Have they been? I have not seen anything about it in this context. I also haven't gone looking for it in other contexts, so.
Yeah. I think my favorite theory, I don't know if you're going to talk about this, is the one that. No, I'm not talking to you, stupid. My phone. The.
Oh,
My.
I thought you
My.
were talking to Milo.
No. My phone thought I was talking to her because I think I said conspiracy,
Oh,
right? Oh, no, now she's not.
no.
I don't know if you're going to talk about this, but I like the one that's like Mothman is an escaped creature from an alien zoo, and they're like trying to get him back.
No,
The
I'm not
one.
going to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Oh shit! I must have seen that online somewhere.
I mean, that's my favorite now, yeah.
I mean, doesn't it sound like it feels very like Men in Black? You know what I mean?
E- Well, well.
Whoa, it's crazy that I said that.
But also, why couldn't it have been both? Like, maybe there was a sandhill crane, and some people did see that, especially after like the initial report of Mothman, and then other people did see a sandhill crane, and they were just like, "That has to be Mothman," but it wasn't. Like, why not both? Why can't it be both?
Yeah.
Other people believe that there was a guy playing a prank who hid out in the TNT area, and then after he pieced out, people saw Mothman in birds or animals because they were like looking for it,
Hmm.
manifesting
Hmm.
the reality. And so still other people believe that because he looks like how a demon might look, especially the kinds of demons reported by people who experience sleep paralysis, Mothman is the culmination of human fears transposed onto a big ass bird when you might already be on the edge. Especially like if it's kind of dark and you're like shining your flashlight around and you're already like freaked out. Very similar to like
Yeah.
the Kelly Hopkinsville goblins, you know.
I think that's a really plausible explanation. But I'm like the older that I get, the more I learn about Mothman. It's like it's not that serious. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about this later, but I kind of feel like that's what happened with the Chupacabra too.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Like a mangy dog and then someone got freaked out and, something very normal that just like
Yeah.
kind of initiated a case of hysteria.
Yeah.
But since you brought up Men in Black,
Hmm.
let's
Hmm.
get weird.
Let's get
There
freaky with it.
have been a lot of reports of Men in Black coming from Point Pleasant around the time of the first sightings. So in December 1966, about a month after the initial 8 sightings, one witness was driving just outside of town with her daughter, excuse me, when she noticed a car following her. So she slowed down to let it pass, but it tried to run her off the road. Rude. She said the driver looked like they were wearing a bushy wig. So she sped up to get away from the car and its rudeness. But then the car, you know how you do, you're like, this driver sucks, so I'm gonna get away from them as quickly as I can. But then
Hmm.
that car got in front of her and stopped sideways, blocking the road. Super fucking rude. So this girl is like, you hold on to her daughter and just floors it. And the dude, like, noped out of there. Didn't want to find out. I wrote in my notes, he wigged out
Wigged out. Oh my
because
god.
he's wearing a bushy wig.
Yeah.
uh, some of these notes are some of these notes are kind of old.
Oh, that's
Um,
fine. That's fine.
I got myself with that one. So then a month later, in January 1967, a reporter named Mary Hyre, who is like one of the most recognized people connected to the entire case of Mothman and like did a bunch of like investigative journalism about everything. She was working late at her office and a guy walked in. She described him as being short, like 4.5 feet short, with dark, deep set eyes, weird, thick glasses, and weird shoes that added a couple inches to his height. And his voice is described as low and halted. And
Mm,
he asked her for directions, which, like, a man would never do.
absolutely not.
Terrible ruse,
Literally would
aliens.
rather die.
And she got creeped out by the fact that he was just kind of scared while he talked. So she gets someone else to like help with the directions. And her phone rings at some point and she answers it and she notices that the guy picks up a ballpoint pen from her desk like he's never seen one before and then runs out of the building laughing maniacally, taking the pen with him. Which is weird, but also, sometimes it's the little things in life that really make you happy.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta enjoy a pen.
I mean, I love a good pen, but not a
Me
ballpoint
too.
pen. Ballpoint pens are trash. Another month later, February 1967, another witness was walking to school when a car pulled up beside her and a man asked for directions again. No. He had neatly combed hair and a deep suntan. When she got close enough, he ordered her to get in and he tried to pull her into the car and she's like, "No." And gets away with like a ripped sleeve. And she runs back to her house. The next day, she gets a note that just says, "Be careful, girl, I can get you yet."
Sketchy as fuck.
Yeah,
No matter
like
how you look at it, literally
borderline
so sketchy.
abduction.
Yeah, that's so scary. If that happened to me, I would absolutely crash out. I would buy a gun that, no, I would make it appear in my hands, excuse me, and I would just have it
Yeah,
on
you
me
don't need
at
to
all
buy one.
times. I would just keep it in my hand. It would appear.
It exists forever now.
Yeah.
A few more months go by, and it's May, and we're back with Mary, the reporter and victim of pen thievery.
Mhm.
She sees the same short guy again on the street, and he's wearing the same weird shoes. And I don't know why they kept describing the shoes as weird. I mean, I don't know what the shoes look like. I know people wear like, shoe lifts and stuff.
Oh yeah. They do
RDJ,
they do
Tom
make
Cruise.
your shoes look weird though. They, like in movies, they're like literally like boot heels, but shoe lifts that go in the shoe,
Yeah,
they make your shit look weird.
yeah.
Weird, weird.
He freaks out because she starts heading towards him. She's like, "There's that guy. I'm gonna," she's a reporter. It's the
Hmm.
60s. She's not scared. He jumps into a car and disappears. 3 nights later, she reports getting home kind of late, and as she's trying to get into her house, a car pulls up and a man gets out, takes a picture with a flash so bright that it literally disorients her, and then he drives off. And apparently, this is a known MIB Men in Black phenomenon called a phantom photographer, which that is horrendous.
Yeah, I don't like that. Thank
I
you.
hate that. So fast forward again to December, Mary's back at her office working. It's a week after the bridge collapse. Two men walk into her office. They don't give a shit about the bridge. They just want to know about any recent UFO reports, and she gives them a folder with some stuff in it, and they don't seem that interested. So they ask what she would do if she were ordered to stop writing about UFOs. And she's like, down with the oppression of corporate America, I'll do it anyway. Something like that. Paraphrasing. And she continues working, and when she looks up again, they've just like vanished. So later that afternoon, she's still working, and this other guy comes in with black eyes, long fingers, and an oddly knotted tie. And he calls himself Jack Brown. And he asks her the same things, and she asks if he's with the first two guys. And he's like, no, those guys are idiots. I mean, what guys? There are no guys here. Immediately just like sort of backpedaling. And then starts asking all these questions about John Keel, where he was, where did they see the aliens? Can she take him to the sighting location? She's like, no, you're weird. I'm going home. Go around town yourself. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
he does that, but in the creepiest way possible because he goes to visit other witnesses and says that he's a friend of Mary's and that he also didn't seem to know how to work a tape recorder that he took with him to these interviews and only really asked questions about Mary Hyre and John Keel and not about Mothman or the UFOs.
I just want to say, friend of Mary. Do you know what that means? It's coded language for
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking, but then I was like, are you going somewhere else with this?
No,
Okay.
no, no. Like as soon as you said that, it's like my brain just like went,
Gay.
what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? What's going on here? What is he saying?
Uh, yeah,
Anyway.
that's what I thought you were getting at, but then I like second guessed myself and
No, yeah, yeah,
no, I
yeah.
don't know.
100%.
So but John Keel, this guy, I mean, he is the guy that has really put Mothman on the map. And he says, I could wait for them to come to me, but I'm not going to. Instead, he has local police in several towns looking for them and letting him know of any potential visits. If he was staying at a hotel, he would have people he was working with or interviewing or whatever call his hotel and tell him so he could rush over there. But of course, they were always gone before he got there. Once he started writing about Men in Black and the fact that they were mainly seen in Cadillacs, all of a sudden they started driving Volkswagens. And if anyone did get a license plate number to any cited vehicle, the police couldn't find that it actually existed. There was a mystery woman who would go back to people he'd interviewed and say she was his secretary, and she would have a clipboard filled with questionnaires with tons of information about them, like their medical history, their income, their family background, what kinds of cars they have, and information about their UFO sightings. But John had no idea who she was.
Throws up.
Yeah, I don't. There's something of Men in Black and Black Eyed Kids are like two of the things that freak me out the most.
Like just oh God, just like a random creepy stranger keeping an eye on you and not being very subtle about it and like
And not caring that
and
you
not
know.
caring.
It's like when
Yeah.
someone is doing something wrong or weird and they don't care that they're seen or that their presence is known, that makes it 10 times worse.
Oh God, it's terrible. Oh, I keep getting chill. Like since you've been talking about the Men in Black, I keep getting these
Oh,
chills. It's just freaky.
are you thinking about people following you?
Obviously.
All the weird stuff reportedly stopped happening after the bridge collapse. I mean, obviously there's some
Yeah.
residual Men in Black situations, but all of like the Mothman sightings and that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And a few of the weird things I didn't mention include phone interference, prophetic dreams, poltergeist activity, and cattle mutilations,
Rest
as
in
if
peace,
Appalachia
cows.
isn't weird enough. So that's all 66, 67.
Hmm.
Fast forward to 2017, when there are 55 reported sightings of Mothman in Chicago.
Oh my God. Wow. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know, right? A guy named Lon Strickler collected all the sightings. Well, he collected some sightings and put them on his website, and he wrote a book about it. His data is a bit biased as he only has data from the people who gave it to him, right? Like you had to
Hmm.
go to his website and submit it. So he has a selective sample. It's not all the sightings, but he has a lot to say about this. He says that the sightings are historical because of the fact that they're happening in an urban environment and because there are so many of them in a short period of time. You know, it's not like rural, like Point Pleasant. It's
Hmm.
fucking Chicago.
Also, cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and like two major airports. Like
Hmm.
Mothman's gonna get hit by a fucking plane. He also says there must be at least three individual creatures based on where the sightings happened and slight variations in their descriptions, like physically.
Oh, excuse me.
He does not believe that they are harbingers of doom. If it was a harbinger of doom in Chicago, it would have showed up in 2016 to be like, yo, Trump is gonna win, move to
Hmm.
Canada. Here we are, 2025, living in the doom.
Yeah. Hey, surprise. He became president again.
Thanks, Mothman.
Thanks, Mothman.
Where were you that one? Now there's this other guy who's a psychologist at the University of Chicago, David Gallo, and he does research with memory and how people remember things. And he studies the difference. One of the things he studies is the difference between paranormal believers and skeptics, which is a pretty cool thing to study. And he says part of the reason that people think they see something paranormal is because they already believe it, which
Hmm.
we've kind of talked about before.
Yeah.
It's
Like
going back,
confirmation bias type shit.
yeah, and like manifesting your reality. If you already believe that
Hmm.
seeing something paranormal is a possibility, you're more likely to see something paranormal. So if the news is reporting sightings of UFOs, more people are likely to be thinking about that and then experience something they think is a UFO. So that's kind of like that. Of course, the Mothman Museum now exists. It houses the largest collection of props and memorabilia for the movie.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
I also went to the Oregon Film Museum once upon a time, which has all of the stuff for the Goonies, which is arguably more fun in terms of props than the Mothman prophecies.
No.
And the museum is inside the jail where the Goonies starts, where the Fratellis do the jailbreak.
Hmm.
It's like actually on a location. Good stuff. Anyway, Mothman Museum houses all of the historical documents and police reports of eyewitness accounts and media clippings and photographs from the bridge collapse and UFO activity. They have they had so much. I mean, they had like everything about Men in Black. They had all of the stuff about Mary Hyre. They had a ton
Hmm.
of stuff about John Keel. They had like all yeah, all those newspaper articles on display about the bridge collapse and about the initial sightings.
Hmm.
And of course, they have a 12-foot polished chrome Mothman statue.
I thought you were going to talk about the scary mannequins they had too.
The Men in Black mannequin and
Yeah.
the yeah.
Yeah.
And that weird corridor that didn't go anywhere.
Hmm. And in a nearby shop, they actually had a stuffed Bigfoot that like moved if you got close to it.
They sure did. And of course, they host a Mothman Festival, which is celebrated on the third weekend of September, aka my birthday weekend.
Yeah. And
Throwback 2024.
we went there last year. It was awesome.
Yes,
Last year was such a good travel year.
it was. I just literally picked up my travel journal and I was like, I haven't put anything in this year. even though I've gone places, I've just because I've only really gone places for DBE and I haven't actually like been out in
Hmm.
the world, so I haven't really had anything to put in my travel journal. Last
You
year I
just
had
had
so much stuff.
you had such a good year last year, nothing can
I
compare.
know. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of glad because last year was really intense. And this year's been really intense too. I
You
couldn't
were
imagine.
saying that at the end of last year. You were like, I can't wait for this year to not go anywhere. I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've taken like little trips and stuff, but we haven't done anything crazy. But I think
Yeah.
next year is gonna be I think next year is gonna be a travel year again. I mean, in January alone, we're going to Detroit and then I'm going to
Hmm.
Oklahoma.
Hmm. Is it 2027 or 2028 that's the New Orleans year? I think it's 2027
I think 2027
because the
because
SAs are in
Indy next.
Indianapolis and the
Yeah,
SHAs are in Colonial Williamsburg.
that's correct. Yeah. I just want to go back to Williamsburg.
Literally same.
I would trade in 3 trips to go to Williamsburg again.
Yeah. I would go for like a week and just,
Oh God, it was so great. And like go to more of the museums and the parks and everything around. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And actually experience more of Williamsburg
Hmm.
and the tours and the activities and the
Yeah.
stuff.
And go in some of the houses
Yeah.
actually this time, which we
Yeah.
did not bother with.
No. My personal highlight of the Mothman trip, I think we're agreed on this, was the hayride.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was so good.
There were so many parts of that that just stand out to me. Number one was when we were standing in line thinking like, oh, well, we're far back enough that by the time our time slot hits, we'll be at the front. Only for them to like cram the hay wagons full of people. And then it's like, oh shit, we're next. We still have 10 minutes left. But
Yeah.
then that guy was nice. It was like, you can just wait here. All's good. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. And then getting on and like a kind of really old guy being the, quote unquote tour guide.
Yeah.
And you couldn't hear a fucking thing that he said.
No.
Not a damn thing.
Uh,
Um,
the man in black that was standing there, like
yeah.
as we departed the field, and he had the megaphone,
Yeah, and he was
and
talking to us.
he had like big Blues Brothers vibes. Like he did
Yeah,
not look like a man in black. He looked like a Blues
absolutely not.
Brother.
He looked like John Belushi, 1000%. And then when we came out of the woods and he like walked out of the woods once
Yeah.
we'd like turned and scared the absolute shit out of me.
And
I
of
I
course,
oh, my heart was pounding for like the rest of the hayride.
Mothman descending on the zip line over the hayride. And that was the moment
Oh
that my
God.
phone was apparent. I was like, I'm gonna video this whole fucking hayride. It's gonna be great.
That was
And
literally the moment.
that climax of Mothman flying over the hayride was when my phone was like, "Oh, your fucking storage is full, you idiot!" And I was like,
Yeah.
"No!"
Like you've gotten so much video of like the rest of the ride
Ugh,
leading up to that point, and then your
it's
phone was
okay.
like,
I
it's not
have
it.
I have the Man in Black, and honestly, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's
I really
enough.
liked all of the like red eyes, the
Oh
red
yeah, like
lights that they
all
put in the
and that like glow in the dark green paint that was like
oh my
everywhere.
God, that was so funny.
It was so like it it was honestly like terrible, but in the best way.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
it was so good.
And like the whole sort of the property there was so like awkward. They had snacks and stuff like in this food hall. It wasn't
Oh
like a food hall, like
yeah.
this like large room,
Yeah. It kind of gave like church community hall
like a parish
vibe.
hall.
Yeah, with like the concession kitchen with like
Yeah.
the shutter window things.
And they had all these it was kind of a museum, but not really. They
Yeah.
had like all of these old farm equipment things. They had all these old tractors, like in a separate building. Um,
Yeah, and then they had the different like houses and stuff that you could go in. There was like the
mhm.
schoolhouse and the
Oh, there's a
blacksmith.
blacksmith. Yeah.
Yeah. And God, yeah, that like museum room where they just had like all that glass
Hmm.
and a bunch of trash. Like,
I
I don't
remember we
know.
went in one, oh yeah, that was literally like a bunch of trash.
Like,
And there were like signs and shit that were like, this does not accurately represent, like, we only have volunteers working here like once a
yeah.
year or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Um,
They were doing their
but
best.
I know, I know. I was like, oh God, can you imagine?
No.
God, can you imagine working here? No, I cannot. Can you imagine volunteering here? No, I cannot. Oh, ridiculous.
Well, it was so and then they had like the live music when we got back and
Hmm.
there was that tent that was just full of fucking glow sticks.
Yes. With all the
Oh,
like LED lights and shit, you
all the
could
different,
like
yeah.
go on your fingers, or like
Yeah. And
had like
like all kinds of like,
headbands and
yeah,
shit.
toys, light up
Oh my
toys and
God, I forgot about that. I remember they had fairy wings, and I was like,
yeah, they had the
oh, but what if I
wings.
get that? And you were like, do it, and I was like, no. Oh, that was good. Yeah, man. Holy shit.
It was a good time.
Hell yeah. I think I got hot cocoa, maybe. I don't remember.
I don't know, man. It was hot as fuck that day. I do not
Yeah,
believe that hot cocoa would have been in the cards.
I remember I kept getting water because I had consumed so much water throughout the day. I was sweating like crazy. It was
Yeah,
really hot,
it
and there
was
were
really
a
hot.
ton of people.
You know what else is one of the highlights of that barbecue was pretty fucking good too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We
real
just
good.
got in your hot ass car and we just sat there with
Just sat
barbecue
there.
and mac and cheese. Like,
Yeah, and we were like, oh yeah, this is
nom,
what we needed. This
nom,
is
nom.
exactly what we needed.
So good.
Oh
And just
God.
sitting by the river with that like cover band playing too, honestly, was kind of a
Mm-hmm.
vibe. That was
Like
like,
sitting on the hill
yeah,
thing, and they were playing Tennessee whiskey.
yeah, that was a vibe too.
Yeah,
It was good. I don't know if I want to go back, but I'm glad. I would love to go back to Point Pleasant, not during Mothman Festival. I'm
exactly.
like glad that we went to Mothman Festival. It was a great time, but like I don't need to go again, you know.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it was a lot. Um okay, real quick. Let's talk about reappropriating queer villainy.
Okay.
It all started in 2017 when Netflix labeled The Babadook as an LGBTQ film. And that
Yep.
really laid the path for a whole host of cryptids and monsters to become queer icons. And Mothman just is, right? Mothman is liminal. Mothman is camp. Mothman is bootylicious. Look at that fucking
Some
statue.
something about a friend of Mary or whatnot.
The Men in Black are friends of Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Mothman didn't ask to be a harbinger of doom. Mothman just vibes. I think that's something we should add to our list for next season, or our running list in general, is reappropriating queer villainy. Because,
Mm-hmm.
man, we could talk about Disney movies, we could talk about all kinds of shit. Overall, my conclusion is where is Guillermo del Toro's movie about someone falling in love with Mothman?
Oh,
I'll wait.
I mean, he's done Shape of Water, and he's
Yeah,
done Frankenstein, and he's done oh God, Pinocchio. He did Pacific Rim, and so many people wanted to
Pan's
um
Labyrinth. No one wanted that though.
yeah, yeah. Uh what the hell are those things called? I keep wanting to call them cryptids. The thing, the well, there's the big mechs, the big robot things in Pacific Rim, like Godzilla type shit. Wasn't it called?
Like Mothra
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
hey babe.
Yeah.
What is like Godzilla and what is their genus?
Wait, what?
Like Godzilla and Mothman
Mothra.
or Mothra, sorry, yeah. We're talking about Mothman. You know, like there's a word for them.
Kaiju. It's kaiju.
Kaiju, yeah.
Kaiju.
Yeah. Oh, he said it at the same time you did. Thank you.
Yeah, we're the same person.
Yeah. King Kong, that's a love story.
Mhm.
Come on.
Yes. They brought King Kong back big time, and everybody wants to fuck the big gorilla.
Yeah. It's Milo's Din Din
It's Milo
time.
time.
So, on that note, I'm going to end this episode with some book titles for you thirsty little erotic cryptid fiction lovers. I saved the best one for last. But first, Mated by Mothman, Like Mothman to a Flame, Marrying My Moth Lady, the 3-book series Mothman in Love, consisting of I'm in love with Mothman, I'm engaged to Mothman, and I'm getting married to Mothman. I can't wait to read all of these. Stargazing with Mothman, a monster erotica. Wings of Desire. Ganged by the Mothman. How I Met Your Mother from the Starcross Cryptid series.
Wait, How I Met Your what?
Mother.
Mother.
Like mother, but it's hyphenated. Moth ER.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, uh-huh.
Moth to Her Flame. A Night with the Mothman, an erotic adventure. And last but certainly not least, bisexual Mothman mailman makes a special delivery in our butts.
Yeah. And I think that last one. Did Shannon send you that one? Okay.
I looked at all of these, we're all on a list on Goodreads.
Oh, wow.
Like, if
Okay.
you search in Mothman erotica, like a Goodreads list will like pop up. This was not exhaustive. There were like 20 others.
Oh, I bet. You don't have to tell me, bro.
Hold on, let me try
I
to say it without
believe you.
laughing. Bisexual Mothman mailman makes a special delivery in our butts. That's
Okay.
really what it says.
All right. Mothman, mailman, special delivery in our butts.
You missed out the bisexual part.
No, I know. Oh, it is Chuck Tingle. Oh, yeah.
Was it? I didn't even look at the author. Well, that makes a lot
Hell
of sense.
yeah, it's Chuck Tingle. Do you want to see the cover art?
I want to read.
Jesus Christ.
I want to read everything. Everything.
Hold on.
I Chuck Tingle at this
How do I
point.
share? How do I share?
Here,
Oh,
I'll just look
shit.
it up. Here we go.
Okay, just go find the freaking picture of this because this is insane. The people look so normal, and Mothman looks horrifying.
Oh no. So something else popped up at the same time.
It's irritating that it's only 4,200 words.
Another Chuck Tingle. Mothman did a great job installing my home audio system, and now he's eating my ass. A trans buckaroo tale.
Yeah. Sounds pretty sick to me.
Bisexual Mothman mailman. Yep, they do look so normal. They look
They
like
do.
too.
They're like cut out.
You want to read this one?
Yeah, like you're looking at Chuck Tingle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Mothman specific
Aw,
titles.
he sounds so
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, I wouldn't mind giving. Okay, no, I won't read it. Never mind. Turn your phone off.
Oh, I thought you saw it.
Oh, I'm not gonna read it off if I don't see the title.
Oh, I don't need you to read it off. I was just showing you.
Bisexual Mothman, mailman, makes a special delivery in our butts. From two-time Hugo Award finalist, Chuck Tingle.
That's for the movie adaptation, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy more smokes and get you some Dr. Pepper.
Okay, thank you. I can't reach. I don't want to. You're
It's
making a
good.
weird face.
It's fine. I know you don't want to kiss me in front of Hannah.
It's fine.
I don't give a shit.
And on that note, that's all I have to say about
Oh
Mothman.
my god. Thanks. That's a great note to end.
Told you the end was gonna be my favorite part.
Well, that concludes this week's broadcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you wish to stay in touch, reach out to us at broadcastfromthebelfry@gmail.com or stalk us on Instagram at broadcastfromthebelfry. Again, I hope you've enjoyed our little show. Please rate and review. And until next week, stay spooky.